We took his blood pressure. Lo and behold, it was more than 200 millimeter of mercury systolic. In Lagos, I found out that a lot of people in Lagos are walking around with this kind of problem and nobody knows. So according to research, we know about 28.9% of the total population of young people in Nigeria are perhaps hypertensive.
I've noticed people in the urban settings are more susceptible to looking after themselves. They don't practice preventive health practices and they focus more on curative.
Welcome to Vital Science Podcast. Actually, my name is Islamia, and then my colleague here
my name is Taiwo. We are both registered nurses.
Thank you. So Taiwo, I worked in Lagos, right?
Yeah.
And then I would like to talk you through a story of a friend of mine. Let's call him Tunde. Very vibrant, very intelligent, brilliant, ambitious, and he was faithful. And then he's also family oriented. He's everywhere. He goes to his workplace Monday to Friday. Of course, he works 9 to 5. He goes out with the friends on weekends. Sometimes he hangs around after work days at night, sometimes during the week. But then one thing, he rarely looks after his own health. I can't remember the last time he checked his own blood pressure. So on this fateful day, I was just working normally because he knows where I worked. And then he just came in and they said he was feeling really badly. Okay, what was the concern? He thinks his head was killing him. He thought it was migraine. Perhaps he has not been sleeping really much. Lagos, so very busy. You wake up at 5, or maybe 4:30. You have to go to work. You have to get ready. You want to beat the traffic. So to say, myself, because he's vibrant, I wasn't actually thinking this guy could be sick. Of course, his head was killing him. The first thing you would think of is, it's Lagos, it's malaria. Because, now, the atmosphere. So then we did tests and everything was perfect. And then, of course, nurses, vital signs, we needed to establish what was wrong with him apart from the test because he didn't have enough time to do all these things. He didn't even want to be admitted. So we did his blood test. Nothing, as I said, was wrong. We took his blood pressure. Lo and behold, it was more than 200 millimeter of mercury systolic. And there's so many people in Lagos that I found out that a lot of people in Lagos are walking around with this kind of problem and nobody knows. So according to research, we know about 28.9% of the total population of young people in Nigeria are perhaps hypertensive. Do you think this is a problem that should be talked about? Because people barely talk about these things.
This is why we are starting this podcast, to delve into public health in general, but particularly focusing on the population of Nigerians, and we've noticed people in the urban settings are more susceptible to looking after themselves. They don't practice preventive health practices and they focus more on curative. And preventive goes a long way of saving money, saving costs, and reducing redundancy, whereby you have to take long sick days off while you're sick and you'll be able to work. And
think about the family too. Think about the local environments where they find themselves. Think of the company. Now this guy, if he falls sick work would always continue. You die today, and the employment will surely get somebody else. But then it's going to put a lot of pressure on the family of Tunde, on the company where Tunde works, or the project he was handling at the moment. And of course, that is also going to add to the mortality rate of Nigeria as regards people who are dead from hypertension. It's a lot of things. It's a really, really big endemic, and the World Health Organization is talking about this all the time. But we are youth. We want to make money before we get older. We want to be established, and we really take care of ourselves. Of course, this is where we come in to remind people to take care of themselves, and then to advise people on how to take care of themselves, and then to expose people's reality to what is happening all around us. And then maybe if we give 1 or 2 examples or stories, people would really believe in this thing being a really big problem in our society. And perhaps we can find a positive way of reducing the mortality rate as recorded in the what statistics of hypertension mortality.
All right. Join us the next episode whereby we'll be talking about different endemics that is affecting the population of Nigeria. See you.